Hey, what's up guys, this is T-Bone here. Welcome back to another episode of playing Heroes of Might and Magic, Era of Chaos. So in today's episode, I want to focus on Steadwick. Now on our server, NA-7, we fully unlocked it 2 days ago. And so I wanted to talk you through the second day progress and also how we're doing. Now, I also did a first look of the fully unlocked Steadwick on my Twitch stream yesterday, so I will have the link below as well so you can check it out. Now, when you the way to unlock the feature in the first place is you need to have a player at level 90. Once a player on your server hits level 90, you're going to start collecting points for every player that is at level 90, and you accumulate those points until 1,000, at which point then Steadwick will be fully available. It is available for any players who is at level 80 or above in your server that unlocks it, and so it is in your best interest to unlock it to get to level 80 as quickly as possible. If you look at this, it's just like a map, and as you make progress, you will basically clear out these cloud, fog of war here, and it's just like in a regular campaign or map where you can also hit these side quests. So it is good to also go for them to get additional rewards. And you do get 2 attacks a day. I had my first one already, so you can see the rank and you can see the damage I had here. Not as good as some of the top players here, but the goal here is to contribute and to help out every single day. And of course, you can tweak and make more damage output on a daily basis. And so you can see some additional rewards here that you can get as well. So every time you attack, you're going to get some rewards, and you can also potentially get a lucky reward where you earn gems as part of your attack. So that's actually really nice. So you can see the potential rewards as well, where you can earn some items here. And so you can take a look at the rules and the ranking, etc. But we're going to go into a battle, and I want to show you a little tip. 2 tips actually. I'm going to show you both in one. So here I have a giant, and I have him in the back column here in the very bottom row. And if you go into the battle here, what you'll see is putting giant in that location is going to be unfortunate, because the way the map is set up, it cuts off the giant at the very back here. So you can see that I can't even see him. And I'm using Gelu. So the goal is to try to frenzy him, but I cannot actually reach him with my spell. And so that's the first tip. Don't put giant in that position. The second thing you want to do is know that you can always quit out. So you can always quit because what you can do is, let's say you wanted to make a tweak or you're not happy with the output, you can go ahead and exit out, and you can confirm, and you're not going to lose your attempt. You don't keep your score, but you can at least make tweaks, and you can go back, fix your mistakes, and try again. So that's something to keep in mind. And so something else I wanted to do here is I have been keeping Angel in here because I wanted to get additional healing and also potentially revive, but I'm finding that my Angel is always dying here. So instead, what I'm going to try and do here is I'm going to try and put 2 tanks here, see if I can survive the damage a little bit longer to give my units a little bit more damage. One thing I also did here is I have Silver Pegasus awakened so that I can provide protection for all the units in the back row. The goal is to try and keep them alive as long as possible. So let's go ahead and do a battle here. I like using Gelu in this setup because his frenzy is really strong and can give you a really good burst damage. Of course, you can try different heroes as well, but from what I've heard, some of the heroes don't work so well, and that includes Jedi didn't seem to work as well, and Sandro didn't seem to work as well, based on what I've heard from some people from the server here. And so your experiences might vary. And so taking a look here, my damage output isn't where I want it to be. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring it back. And my tanks, didn't last very long either. And so I'm going to go back to my original setup here. And what I'm going to do is also, while I'm here, I'll talk about why I have my casters in the back rather than here. It's the same idea with, similar idea with your, giant sort of being off to the back here, because you can't move the map. What happens is your casters your ranged units will end up actually staying further back, so you can't really cluster them together using Gelu as nicely. So that's why if you put them in this formation, you can actually cluster them better. And notice that I'm not actually using Frenzy on Giant just yet. I'm going to use Giant now because if you use Frenzy on Giant first, what happens is he is going to die right away because his damage gets reflected by a 3D. And then what happens is, I'm gonna quit out here because I hit 70. I was hoping to get a little bit higher. If you use Frenzy first, he will die immediately. And so you want to use Frenzy a little bit later. And some things I want to tweak a little bit. The only thing is, when you quit out, you won't be able to see your your damage output there. So I think I'm going to take out Orc because I feel that I may actually want to try to do this instead, to give myself a little bit of crowd control against some of these units and see if we can do a little bit better damage. So this is sort of, you know, the process as well. You can tweak and you can try different units, and you don't have to wait another day to try it out, because you can always quit and restart, and you'll be able to see results there. And so let's go ahead and see if we can do a little bit better than our 70 million, because the goal is to try and hit 100 if possible. Now that we have Giant, we can do Frenzy on the Giant. Okay, and let's see if we could make improvements. So this is sort of like what I've been doing, is just kind of checking out my damage before I lose out. And I can see that I definitely did not do better. And so I'm going to go ahead and quit out, and I'm going to go back to my team. I'm going to settle on this one for now for this video. So what I did was I had originally put in my Archmage. Didn't seem to work out well, and so I'm going to go back to this setup here. So let's do this one more time, and let's see if we can do a little bit better than our 71 million the second time around. So let's go ahead and focus now on our third real attempt at this Steadwick. But afterwards, then we can take a look at the rewards that you do get, and we can see how well we do. All right, so let's go ahead and do our Frenzy, and we can use our precision, and as much as possible, try to attack your the opponents as well, so you can gain some damage as well. And I do have my baby Azure Dragon, which helps out a little bit in tanking the enemies a little bit. So we are doing a little bit better now. I'm going to give my team a little bit of survivability, and I want to see if I can give my team one more Frenzy. So we end up with 82 million. So that is what we end up, and we gain some inspiration. I think that helps with our overall efforts as well. And as the days go on, you're going to get some boosts as well. So currently ranked 36, and we do gain some rewards here. The first time I hit, I actually earned some gems as well. And now we can collect some rewards. And so I got the first 3 tiers of rewards on the first day, but we can always try to improve, and we have more to work towards. So 783 is the goal here. So our total damage is 154 million. And of course, you can see compared to some of our top players here, not as much, but every little bit counts. All right. And so that is Steadwick. And you can also see the side quests here. We can take a look at this moment and see how difficult they are. So let's go ahead and battle the Skeleton Marauder, for example. So let's take a look here. And with Skeleton Marauder, we can see here it should be okay. And I'm just going to adjust my team slightly. So I'm not going to use... I'm going to use Solmir here, and I'm going to see if this is more difficult than the regular campaign mission. I would hope not, but let's take a look here. So we can use our spells here. I think this should be okay. It's not going to be as difficult as the castle, so you should be able to go ahead and take out the side quest here, so you can earn a little bit of extra rewards as well. So let's go ahead and use our spells against these guys here. And then we should be able to then move on to the whites in the back. And then that is going to be, and we'll use Wind Wall to give ourselves more damage for the Naga. Okay. Now I tried using Solmir in Steadwick in the castle, and I didn't get as much damage output. So that's why I used Gelu, but of course, I will be trying different heroes and seeing how they work. And so we received an orange material chest, so that's good. And that also gives you a side quest here that you can earn, so that you could, as you go through, you can also earn gems. Okay, and so that is. Then we have the battle, so we can also battle the shrine guard, etc. So you can go through all of these, and then you can go to the shrine, and then you can go into another temple here to earn some items as well. But I just wanted, this is what I'm going to show you for today. I just wanted to give you a quick look at Steadwick and what's available. Our current progress in NA7 is we're on the second castle. And so I'm going to go ahead and finish this afterwards. But I just wanted to give you this short clip on Steadwick, how I did, some of the tips that you could try and use for yourself. And hopefully you could, hopefully you could put it to use. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Hope you also enjoy Steadwick. I think it's a fun addition to the game itself. Let me know in the comments below what your thoughts are and what setup you're using, what you find most useful, and what you enjoy the most about this. So thank you very much for watching. Take care, and I'll see you in the next video.